I'm not teaching, I am publicly learning. But hi and welcome to Learning for Life in the UK test, part 175. Chapter 5, A Modern Thriving Society, the UK today. Yes, I think the UK today. While doing standing yoga, as you participate in the standing yoga, that is at your own risk. So we're having a new chapter. It's chapter 5, but it started with chapter 4, I guess. It started with chapter 3, what is the UK, and chapter 2, the values and principles of UK, but the thing, part of the Crown copyright, the part of the test is chapter 5, which starts with chapter 2, and not with chapter 1. So chapter 5, A Modern Thriving Society. In this chapter, I don't think we have read it the other times, so we're not going to, probably, because that is not part of what you should learn. Yes, we will skip that. I'm not sure who has written all that. Also with these side things here, with these what we should learn. Because, so chapter 2 to 6 are Crown copyright and have been reproduced from the government publication Life in the United Kingdom, a guide for new residents. And the rest is written by the authors, or whatever that is. Now this introduction here, I don't think we're going to read it. It might be useful, but we don't want to have tips and tricks, or whatever it is. We want what they're giving us. And we want to give our best, no matter if necessary or not. And if not enough, we had given our best, we cannot do more. So the UK today. The UK today is a more diverse society than it was 100 years ago in both ethnic and religious terms. Do we get an explanation? So that means that they're not just people living in the United Kingdom, from the United Kingdom, Ireland, and maybe 1% from Europe or something, but that there are more people living in the United Kingdom who are not from the United Kingdom, or from France or Germany or Denmark or Spain. There are many people living in the United Kingdom who are not born in the United Kingdom, basically means that. And also in religious terms, that means Britain is not completely Protestantic, or with Northern Ireland also Protestantic, but with or Catholics or Christianity. There are more people living in the United Kingdom who have not the Christian religion than it was 100 years before. Post-war immigration means that nearly 10% of the population has I'm just wondering about the grammar. Post-war immigration means, would one must say through the post-war immigration, or because, or something like that? Since, why is this post-war immigration means? You don't say a thing and then you say what it means. Post-war immigration means that nearly 10% of the population has a parent or grandparent born outside the United Kingdom. So here's again the problem with that we cannot take often that way sayers, because when later on we're saying it has changed. So I cannot just say it's today like that, but I'm going to do that just assuming that this is the final answer, final information basically. So, and they are saying now that let's say around 10% of the population has a parent or grandparent who is born outside of the United Kingdom. So of 10% of the population, this would be around 5 million, where one of their parents or one of their 4 grandparents was not born in the United Kingdom. The UK continues to be a multinational and multi-racial society with a rich and varied culture. It's again grammarly very strange expressed. Why should it not continue when the post-war immigration? Yes, what if it is meant as post-war immigration? We're talking about the 50s and 60s and not about the 70s, just about this 25 years, and they're talking now about the 80s. And now if UK continues, they're meaning now 30, 40 years later after the 80s. this is strange expressed. Why should it continue to be something if it is it? That would be a view in the future, but if it is in the future, someone would different grammar. It's just we're having just words, and we're having very few sentences, and we're having to read a lot between the sentences, and they are using strange grammar. So the UK is a multinational and multiracial society with a rich and varied culture. So that means that in the United Kingdom there are many people living from from many different nationalities. So they're not just people living from the United Kingdom or Ireland, but there are also people living from Pakistan or from India or from the United States or from Canada or from whatever. And a multiracial society. So that means that there are people living from different countries. Some people were born in Germany, some others in France, some in Canada, some from the United States, others from Ireland, and others from the United Kingdom. And it is a rich and varied culture. We already had a long and illustrious history, so that means that in Britain there's a rich culture. I've never heard someone talking about a poor culture. And a varied culture, and that means that there are different types of culture. It's not just one genre of movies or one genre of music or fashion or a lot of other things. There are a lot of varieties. I've never heard someone saying someone has not a varied culture. This section will tell you about different parts of the UK and some of the important places. So now we're getting where things are in the United Kingdom and some important places. It will also explain some of the UK's traditions and customs and some of the popular activities that take place. I have no idea what is here written as an introduction, but I think that is way better. At least for what is actually here written. The rest is just tips and tricks, and we don't want that. We want to give our best, no matter what. So, and to explain some of the UK's traditions and customs. So we will learn what some traditions are in the United Kingdom, and also customs. So traditions, maybe that the people are celebrating Christmas once a year. And customs that the people are greeting each other, or something like that. And some of the popular activities that take place. Maybe we're going to learn a bit. Did he have anything? They had nothing. Maybe we're going to learn a bit about that people are playing football or cricket, or maybe we're playing cards or chess. We're going to learn a bit about that, or we're just inventing things, and we're engineers. And this is also activities that could be done, because there should be also inventions for the 21st century. And we want to encourage technology and people loving in technology. That does not happen if they're just learning things in one through. No one will after that say, there's going to be another page in the 100 years for the 21st century, and I'm going to be written on the page with an invention I made. That way, Britain will have it hard to fill another double page for inventions, some great inventions of the 21st century, if the people are just learning blindly some names. After that, they don't say, I want to do that thing which I spent hours of just learning things which were not even explained. We will learn them because learning is important, and if we're able to know all these things and use them properly, we are able actually to fill the next pages. Even if there are these obstacles, these stones in our way, we're going to use them as little ramps to jump even further and fill the page, maybe even 4 pages for the 21st century of great inventions of the 21st century. So we will learn about traditions and customs of the United Kingdom in this chapter, and now we're going to do just the completely steady yoga and nothing else. So if you are here for the nations of the UK, then you can go to the next chapter. Now standing yoga, and if you participate in it, that is at your own risk. We're having the next standing a bit more controlled wide apart, and we're breathing in, lifting the arms up. And we're breathing out, we're doing the crab in the morning. And we're breathing in and lifting the arms again now. And we're breathing out and bringing the arms down. And we're breathing in, bringing the arms again up. And we're breathing out and we're bringing the arms down. And we're breathing in, we're closing the hands and the feet. And now we're breathing in. And we're breathing out, we're doing the reed in the wind, we're leaning back, and we're breathing out. And we're breathing in and coming back into the middle. And we're breathing out and leaning back again. breathing out and we're coming back. And up and come back into the middle. And out the arms again. Now we're doing a bit of a warrior. Waist toes are pointing in this direction and way into that. We're breathing in and lifting the arms up. And we're breathing out and we're bending the front leg. And breathe in. And out and we're leaning over. And breathe in. And out back into the middle. Breathe in. And out, now lean back. And breathe in and straighten the front leg. And out and sink again deeper with the front leg. And again in. And out back into the middle. And breathe in. And out. Exhale. The warrior into that direction. Now to the other. Waist toes are pointing in this direction, waist toes in this direction, breathing in and back in deep with the arms, and out and leaning into the warrior. And breathe in, and out leaning over. And breathe again in, and out back to the warrior. And breathe in. And out, leaning back. Breathe again in. And stay with one leg. And out, sink again deeper down. And breathe again in. And out back into the warrior. Breathe in. And out, extend the warrior. And now we're doing the garden pose. The toes are pointing to the outside, so we have an uneven space between the heels. We're breathing in and lifting the arms up. And we're breathing out and we're coming down and we're pressing the elbows against the insides of the knees. And now breathe in and straighten up the back. And breathe out and come the whole thing up. And in. And out, back into the middle. And again in. And out again, back up. And breathe in. And garden pose. In. And out, we're coming slowly in one straight line up. And now we're doing the last exercise, the eagle's wings. So we're having the feet standing together, and we're breathing in and we're lifting slowly and meditate the arms up while we're breathing in. And we're breathing out and we're bringing the arms again down. And again up and breathe in. And out the arms again. And within it, the arms again up. And out the arms again down. Now within it, lift the arms up. Close my hands, breathe out, bring the arms down. And we're done with standing. Now let's just look shortly when it was that Sir Christopher Cockerell invented the hovercraft. And it was in the 1950s. Can you remember that? We have again, we can say hovercraft. No, it's complex. It's an age like with Catherine Parr, the fifth wife. Catherine Parr, the sixth. Catherine Howard. Hovercraft. 1950s. Okay, let's look if you understand the next thing. Britain and France developed Concorde, a supersonic passenger aircraft. It first flew in 1969. When invented? So both say 1969. Passengers 1976. Retired 2003. So Britain and France built Concorde. and it flew in 1969, the year of the moon landing. So, I thank you very much, and until the next time.